Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. As you all know, we have started book reading series of The Timeless Series of Advice by Bibi Abdullah. May Allah have mercy on him. This is going to be the 11th episode of the series. Inshallah, in today's video, we are going to discuss the next 5 pages of the book, that is starting from the 51 page. It mentions that Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated, I was behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam one day when he said, "O boy, I will teach you a statement. Be mindful of Allah and He will protect you. Be mindful of Allah and you will find Him before you. When you ask, when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you seek aid, seek Allah's aid. Know that if the entire creation were to get were to gather together to do something to benefit you, you would never get any benefit except that Allah had written for you. And if they were together to do something to harm you, you would never be harmed except that Allah had written for you. The pens are lifted and the pages are dried. Ibn Jawzi rahimahullah said, so be like Musa alayhi salam and do not abandon your self-discipline until you arrive at the meeting point of two oceans. Stand on the leg of patience, that is praying all night, even if standing is too wearisome, as it is better than sitting down. O you who has been asleep all night long, the company has already left, and the sun of old age is upon you, and yet your sleep doesn't end. Look at the profound sayings of the great scholars of Islam. The saying of the Ibn Jawzi rahimahullah, the wisdom they had to express the true Islamic teachings with these beautiful sayings. To whomever, male or female, this is the ayah from the Quran. The meaning, it mentions that to whomever, male or female, does good deeds and has faith, we shall give a good life and reward them according to the best of their actions. Ibn Jawzi, rahimahullah, to this effect said, you have known the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam when he had previous righteous deeds that enabled his release from the trial he suffered. When the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam got captured in whale's belly, the same trial is mentioned here, that Yunus alayhi salam, when he had previous righteous deeds that enabled his release from the trial he suffered. Allah Azza wa Jal said regarding this, if he had not been one of those who glorified God often, he would have stayed in its belly until the day when all are raised up. Imagine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning in the glorious Quran about his beloved prophet, one of the prophet is Yunus alayhi salam, that Allah Azza wa Jal regarding this said that if he had not been one of those who glorified Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala often, he would have stayed in its belly until the day when all are raised up. Ibn Jawzi rahimahullah said, the most precious thing in this world is knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Knowing Allah Azza wa Jal entails knowing what He has promised us. What do you mean by knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It means knowing Allah Azza wa Jal, that He entails knowing what He has promised us and the perfection of His words, actions, and attributes. Knowing that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised us and having the knowledge and knowing that the perfection of his words, that is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, actions and the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Knowing these will allow us to put forth correct worship, trust, and hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A poet once said, I said to the almond tree, friend, speak to me of God, and the almond tree blossomed. A wise person said, live in such a way that those who know you but do not know God will come to know God because they know you. Contemplate on this saying. Live in such a way that those who know you but do not know God will come to know God because they know you. Ibn Jawzi Rahimahullah wrote, at all times strive for that which will benefit you. In every action, in every single aspect of your life, that means at all times strive for that which will benefit you. Seek the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do not be helpless. If anything bad befalls you, do not say, if only I had done such and such, then such and such would have happened. Rather, you should say, Allah preordained this, and whatever He will, He does. For the words, if only open the door to the Satan. That means whatever good or bad happens to you, say the word that is, you know, that is the word which should be in according to the accordance with the Quran and Sunnah. The words like, if only I had done such and such, then such and such would have happened. These are not the words that should be, repeated at these times. Maybe it may be a difficult situation you may be facing at that time. Then you don't have to, you are not allowed to repeat such words, as these words only open the door to the Satan. This was the episode 11th of the series, reading the book Timeless Series of Advice, which mentions the profound sayings of the great scholars of Islam like Sheikh bin Baz, Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, and Sheikh Ibn al-Qayyim, and many other scholars of Islam. May Allah have mercy on them all. This was the 11th episode. Inshallah, we will continue from the 12th episode in the next video. Till then, stay blessed. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.